Red 2 standing by, all 4 lit and in the green. Welcome back to Metroid Prime. I've kind of lost track of where the time went for the last episode, but we're stepping through the door into a familiar area. You should recognize this. This is the ruined Frigate Orpheon, and today's episode, which may be a bit longer, we'll be going through this area to our next destination. We need the gravity suit to get through here, though some players who are not me are much better than me and able to get a lot more. They can actually make their way through the frigate without the gravity suit, or so I'm told. Okay, so that doesn't work with them. Are they stronger turrets? They're obviously doing a lot more damage. Well, that's off to a bad start, and I didn't get to scan them either. So, throughout this frigate, we will need to use our thermal visor to locate power conduits. This will be our main means of progressing, along with using... Wait. There we go, we finally got these. Talon crabs. Crustacean native of Talon 4. Hard-shelled swarm lifeform, once harvested for food. Exposure to Phazon has seen this practice diminish. Creatures are timid and harmless alone, but can be a problem when travelling in swarms. So, these things have replaced parasites. Which is kind of strange, because it is indeed mentioned that parasites are supposed to be a native of Talon 4, so why on earth do we just randomly have Talon crabs? Now let's see. Make sure to get all the scans here. So we're in the reactor core at the moment. I might have to go back and try and scan those turrets that beat the daylights out of me. There is an enemy in here and I'm trying to... There it is. Just bobbed up for the briefest moment. There we go, we have the Aqua Pirates, space pirates with exoskeletons modified for underwater use. Using modified thruster packs and gravity suit technology, the space pirates have armor suits for use in liquid environments. Thermal tracking is still very useful against these units, as the pirate engineers have yet to eliminate the thruster pack's high heat signature. So we'll be able to target a lot of opponents with that the thermal visor. And in fact, it can often be a lot more useful to target enemies with the thermal visor underwater, just to be on the safe side. Notably, they don't really perform a solid kamikaze attack. So, we'll also need to find power conduits underwater. There's one. Not a bad shot. One more, it looks like. Or maybe we have what we need. Now, I think we do have to find one more power conduit that's just up by the door. So, we'll need to be very careful because I'm not interested in falling off again. That's our way out. There we go. We got exactly what we needed. We can now head out of the reactor core and through the rest of the frigate. Now, through here is still our save station, so we can top our energy up. Of course, it gets pretty gloomy underwater. But we should be able to proceed pretty smoothly. Yep. That's right, it's a really, really big door right in front of us. Which would, of course, need energizing. Really cool that you can see the little heat signatures of all the fish. Wait. Oh, there's another one. Okay, back against this wall. Of course, right over there, on the other side of the room. And there's a free energy tank for us. Pretty handy. There is also, just here, a power conduit. Good, we can actually see Aqua Reapers on our thermal visor, but it's usually easier to see where everything's going through normal eyes. Now, of course, up there is a power conduit. Now, where's that? Okay. It's around this way. And we got pushed off by the Aqua Reaper coming out, but that didn't hinder me too much. So, I do hope I can scan those reinforced turrets if there are stronger ones. I think the power conduit we need is right by the door. Carefully move up the elevator shaft. And when we get a bit high... I fell off, didn't I? Go away. It's interesting to note that that even though the plasma beam works underwater, just thinking of things that work underwater and what I'd like to do to all these enemies, which is torching them with the plasma beam. The plasma beam works underwater. Oh, there we are. So, we just get the standard Space Pirate scan, but this guy is dead. We can't destroy his corpse and take any pickups from it. Thermal visor, last conduit is right there. Yep, that Space Pirate is just sort of lying there. Can't even go through his pockets for change. That's a bit bothersome. I never said I had any compassion towards these guys, and I'm not going to. Now, when the door opens, this room. Whoop. Let's see. The turrets probably scale in comparison to my strength because the gravity suit should have advanced shielding against them. Now, where's what I'm looking for? Scan visor. Scan this. I think this is about the only opportunity you get, but scan it. Scan it before you kill it. This is the Aqua drone. Security mecha adapted for use in underwater areas. The space pirates have adapted a number of sentry drones for use in liquid environments. These Aqua drones utilise an arsenal and artificial intelligence suit similar to their cousins. The pirates have been unable to properly shield these drones from electrical attack, making them vulnerable to the wave beam. Okay, so that's disappeared. That's two of the conduits. Sneaky. Now, if I'm right, with the thermal visor, we might be able to see a pickup in one of these holding cells. Underwater, the door opens. We still have to deal with that Aqua drone, but we were able to damage it a bit until it ran off. So one of these holding cells, somewhere along the way, does have a missile expansion in it. Must be under the water. Where's that drone? There we go. Wait, another one. Unless, of course, I didn't kill it. Now, I should be... There's the one we're looking for. Cordite. How did this not explode when the frigate crashed? Use missiles, get missiles. Missile expansion acquired. So the power to the door was restored. We move through this hallway. And excuse me, door. And let's deal with these guys, shall we? 2 for the price of 1. I'm pretty happy with that. Where did you come? Wait. Okay, so... There we are. Now we shouldn't have any more interruptions. We can just target the power conduits. So... That's pretty much all it is. I don't think any of the computers actually have any scan entries in here, as far as I know. But let's head down and look just to be on the safe side. Nope, those are long since rendered inoperable. So if you didn't get that scan visor data about the fall of Zebras the first time you came to the pirate... First time you entered the Orpheon, you are out of luck. You will not be able to get that again. It's annoying, but I got myself turned around. Over this way, isn't it? There we go. Let's make our way out. Slowly but surely and very cautiously, we'll move through here and get out. Don't worry, that explosion just gives us another corpse. But make sure to scan these. The Aqua sac will burst when subjected to impact or trauma. Believed to be in the same family as the sap sac, this plant has similar features. It will burst when exposed to force. This protective response keeps most creatures from feeding on it. So the only way is down from here. Or at least just down for a little bit. So we can actually get a nice close-up of the Aqua sac, which really, really looks like it should be full of phazon, but it's not. Okay, door. Right there. Now, is there a pickup in here? There is. Whoops. So we can make our way down here and do some clever bomb jumping. Rightio, so we'll need to time things very carefully. Not like that. Ah, crumbs. That's a bit too early. And over there is another energy tank. I think that covers all the energy tanks of Talon 4. And trust me when I say we're gonna need them for what's coming up. Set our bombs and keep moving on. The other way. Target the gel zap. The underwater music keeps playing as long as we stay underwater. Which is a nice little touch. That's not a nice little touch because we are dealing with seedlings. You might recognize this room, the Great Tree Hall. That's why I went slightly crazy. That's the path we need to take if we head further up this room. We can approach a pathway which will let us connect to the upper area. Come over here and get into this. And this gets us back to where we were at the end of episode 13. If we go to our map, we'll see that there is the transport tunnel to the Chozo ruins. But we do want to be heading down through that doorway at the bottom of the room. Not this bottom. The ice beam door here. The music starts going strange. Intense radiation has been detected. How's it able to hit me from there? We scan this, and we have our first point of access to the Phazon mines. This is the major hub of space pirate operations, digging out Phazon wherever it may lurk. So we'll make our way through the first part, and then we'll have one incredible gauntlet to get through. I'll wrap up this particular recording session once we've finished this first part of the Phazon mines. The sky is bleak and polluted as smoke pours through the air. We'll have a few fights ahead of us. Sadly, we can't shatter turrets, but we can pick them off from a distance. There we are, that's one down. But we don't want to lose too many because I'm still convinced there's another turret we have to scan. Jeez, I'm a terrible shot. Now, we do have to try and unlock that force field. Dual control force field is online. Deactivation controls are likely nearby. Yes, I knew there were reinforced ones. So this is the Mega Turret. Perimeter defense turret reinforced with energy shielding. Frustrated with inferior armor plating on standard defense turrets, the Space Pirates added energy shielding to a modified heavy cannon. The new shielding and increased beam strength makes the Mega Turret an efficient point defense weapon. But we've taken care of that. I think one of the controls is nearby. No, doesn't look like it, and I fell off. Okay, so the primary control is disabled, but we'll need to make our way through the rest of this area and fight off a few goons before we can shut that down. Which I'm going to do because it's preparation for the journey ahead. There is a save station we can access, and believe me, we'll need it. And here's the welcoming committee. By the way, it might be worth conserving your missiles. Because you're going to need a lot of them. And I've somehow managed to jump off the edge. There we go. It really helps when you can actually see what you're doing. Hey, it fell off. Wait, did that wave beam shot seriously? Wait. It snuck through that gap. Okay, so wait, the controls are just there. Then what's up? Look, my curiosity is going to get the better of me. I have to know what's up in that... What's up there? This, you might have briefly seen the spider ball rail. That's where our save station is. I have to know what's up here. I think there's a pickup we can get. We can set things up for later, certainly. Well, that got rid of him. Up here, and then up here. There we are. Let's satisfy my curiosity. Now, there's a crane that leads over that way. Okay. So, the power conduit, fairly easy to find. And we can now power up the crane. Which, as far as I know, should give us a missile expansion, because at the moment it just goes off that way. It'll swing around. Yes! That's exactly what we needed. So those Xenome containment units are Metroids. Rightio. That there. Gonna have to use the spider ball for that one, but it's very well worth it. We need as much as we can in terms of our missile stock, and we need a lot of energy too. So once I've collected this, we can wrap things up. That's not where I want to be. I actually wanted to be near the save station. So we'll wind up finishing things up for this episode here. Thankfully, that was a bit more straightforward. Well, as always, thank you very much for joining me. The gauntlet of Phazon Mines, the journey to get the power bombs lies ahead. It's going to be tough, but we'll make it. Until next time, this is Red 2, returning to base.